to the bonus stream. A stream on Sunday or Friday is a bonus stream, which means they happen randomly. This time it's happening 30 minutes before my normal time, but sometimes they happen just like whenever. Let me calibrate my face. Okay. Oh, I need to turn off my. That's what's happening. My facial tracking is mirrored. There we go. Oh, hello, my child. My cat is slinking their way up to the lap ever so slowly. But hello, Silver Sun. I hope you're doing well. And we're doing pretty good. Today, I was debating whether I did some offline work on the channel stuff. I've wanted to replace my starting soon screen for a while now because all the models on it are older models and there's not really any of the newer, like none of the new designs are represented on it. So I felt like we needed to like do something to update it. So we're going to be recording some of that content and there was like the back and forth of whether I do that offline or online. And then I was like, I haven't like shown a lot of my models online in a single stream and be like in a hot minute. So this would be a good chance to like kill two birds with one stone. We can get some recording done for a animation that we're going to be doing while going through all of the more recent models because my plan is to have segments of the animation that are similar to my Halloween animation I did last year, where like kind of like a panning walk with all of the different models. So that way I can just like have a lot of them just showcased at the start of stream. That way anyone who's new and discovering me for the first time can get a taste of just how many variations I have of my VTuber model. Because sometimes just saying I have a lot or giving a number like 300 doesn't like really do it justice. When in all reality, there is a lot. I figured, like, yeah, let's just go ahead and go live and we'll record like the recording process. I will have to have two facial trackers turned on because it just looks better if I'm also tracking my face when I record like any animation stuff. It just makes the like walk a bit more animated and alive. Thank you. And honestly, yeah, I've only really drank coffee today, so water. Thank you so much. And hello, Ordinary. Yeah, this is an early stream. It's also a bonus stream. We're gonna be showing a lot of the models that we have today, like that we've made, like just throughout this year. Because my current starting soon animation, which is this one, it's kind of out of date. Like this model back here, they are like about a year and a half old. So it's not necessarily the best representation of what I look like now. So we're gonna be like showing off a bunch of models. And hello, Sir Razzmatazz on YouTube. Hello, Sir Razzmatazz on Twitch. I hope you're doing well. And by the way, Silver Sun, I also hope you're doing well. And Hydration, I hope you're doing well and staying hydrated. But yeah, I was like, we can kill two birds with one stone here. You don't have to gift me a gift. My current one is actually still active. And I know you're saving up for a monitor, and I really want you to get that monitor so you can use your PlayStation. So if I have the choice, I really want you to be able to get your TV monitor. That I feel like for me that is my first priority for you. Don't get me wrong. Like, oh wait, I don't even know. Is there a way that you're able to gift on NTE? I don't think there is. Good night, Novella. I'm glad I could be your alarm clock. Well, reverse alarm clock. But yeah, I'm not sure what method that would be. Uh, I mean, my monetization should be re-established here soon. They're sending me a letter to reinstate it in YouTube because they had to do ID verification to turn my monetization back on because they have to verify who I am. Okay. And hopefully my monetization will be back in state at that point. Yeah. I should be getting a letter here soon from YouTube. Because I've actually been YouTube partner now for about 2, 3 months. So like uh there's just a complication thing where it was locked up with my AdSense account where I'd hit the threshold but also not hit the threshold. So I wasn't triggering the thing, so it took them like a month to sort that out. But I sent in my ID, and now they're gonna send a letter to me personally, and then I will send them back like what code I got in the mail. Yeah, I mean, once my YouTube monetization is put back in place, you can always use like a super chat. Um, 'Cause, yeah, when my YouTube monetization is in place, I'm able to receive things that way. I can also receive membership stuff, which it's 99 cents whenever it goes back into play. But yeah, YouTube has been a bit slow with reinstating my stuff, but I'm also glad it happened now instead of later because we are 44 subscribers ish away, plus or minus like three, uh, from hitting our 1,000 goal, which makes us super YouTube partner, or also known as YouTube partner with ad monetization, which means I then get paid for the ads that are placed on my videos. So that's exciting. We're very close to our 1,000 goal. Let's see. What I'm thinking we're gonna do uh, with recording like the models is we're gonna start with the newest one, so like the one I'm currently speaking with, and we're just gonna go back in chronological order until I don't like what the designs look like. I want to go back at least probably like 50 models if I can. I'm sure I can, but I would like to go back 50 models. So like the most recent 50 models is typically what I say is the active set of models. So if I can do a starting soon animation that shifts through all 50, that would be great. My starting soon animation right now is like a 5-minute animation loop that plays twice before the start of stream. So I have at least 10-ish minutes to work with. And what I'm thinking is we'll record one video of all of the models walking, and then I will quick animate or quick cut between the walking animations, export that, and then re-import it, and then like splice the video so that way they're out of sync with each other. Yeah, because I did that for the Halloween animation. It seems complicated, but it's really not. I just need to make sure that I minimize all of my stuff. I know how to on YouTube. It's just not enabled yet because YouTube had to disable it for now because they are verifying that I am a person. In Sweet Dreams novella. Oh, on NTE, I don't know if there's a way. Uh, Let me check. I don't think NTE has a current method for gifting. Can you gift things on NTE? I do think they should enable that. You can gift things to NPCs, but not other players. Which we already knew the NPC thing. We spent way too many funds on NPC gifts. We were letting the NPCs like bankrupt us. But yeah, so it's not a thing currently. Yeah, that works. I have no exactly idea when that's gonna like I get the letter and then everything will go through. But yeah. The only thing I think that's gonna take me a long yeah, and no worry. And if things change, like that's also okay. You're not breaking a promise if your circumstances changes. I am very much the main thing I ask of my community in any form of support is just, occasionally popping into stream, maybe liking, commenting, like or subscribing to the YouTube page. But like anything else other than that, I just consider myself blessed to get any amount of support. So anything after that is just like always extra. Like it's just like icing on the cake, if you will, or sprinkles on the cake. The icing was the interaction. Let's see. I need to open up my other facial tracker because we're going to be having two face trackers go at the same time, which this is going to be a little difficult. This is the only part of the stream where I was like, I didn't fully think out is how I'm going to set up this other face tracker. Currently, I don't have any plans to make models after viewers, but I do think that eventually we'll make some community models. We made a community model once, but like, I need to make a better one because it was not my best work. And then those community models will be available for anyone to download and use as a VTuber model, specifically for Wardo because that's what I'd probably program it for. Okay, pull this up, pull this up. I've made Raz a VTuber model before, and they currently already have pre-commissioned another VTuber model that will be made for them whenever they get closer to wanting to more regularly make content. I've done a total of like 6 commissioned VTuber models. I do commissions occasionally, but I'm very picky about it because like I'm still I'm still in a very much rapid improvement stage of my art, and I'm not necessarily the best yet at fulfilling other people's visions. I'm very good at like making my own visions come through, but I'm still working on like say getting instructions for a model and making something to the desired other person's aesthetic. Of course, it's always going to be in my art style. I just need to get better at like, yeah. So the way that I do these recording for animation stuff is I have Wordo set up here, and then I use OBS, and then I like record basically what's going on in Wordo on OBS, and then I will like export that video to like CapCut, and then that's where I'll like edit the footage. Um, this first part though is pretty fast. No, it is impressive because like again, there's over 300 models. And the Pride one was 2 months old, but then the shiny scale one was well, is 5 months old. You know, common sense is becoming more and more rare. It shouldn't be, but it is. I'm guessing you remember the Pride one because that was about like you joined with Lacrimosa, and that Pride model came shortly after Lacrimosa. So like, and then the other one you've seen before, like the one that was in the center front, and then the other one is very similar to the center front one, but the blue one, although I've done a similar hairstyle, yeah. So what we're gonna do as a side note for this, um, let me go ahead and hit start recording. There we go. Uh, I'm not gonna use any MMD because a lot of the MMDs, like you have to credit for stuff, and I don't want to have a constant credit in my thing, and my MMDs aren't ported to Wordo yet. Yeah, I remember I used to not really know what VTubing was. Raz is actually the person who introduced me to what VTubing is. Like I had heard VTubers do like music and stuff, but I'd never really like I never knew what they fully were. But when I was introduced to them, it didn't take long for me to like get attached to the idea because I was wanting to get back into content creation, but with my schedule, it was very difficult to kind of sort it all out. And having a VTuber model meant that like if I like say had classes and was like busy or I just got home from doing research or something, I would be able to not have to worry about presenting as well as I needed to. Like say I wouldn't have to worry about like fully showering once I got home. I could just pop on the camera, record this stuff, and then like yeah. 'Cause at first, a lot of my VTubing was like animations I posted that I used my body tracking for. Let's see. I'm gonna use my catwalk loop that I have, and this is what we're gonna kind of do for like a lot of the models. It is interesting that face revealing is such a popular thing for Western VTubers because, like, I know in the motherland of VTubing, Japan, that's not super common and also oftentimes very unpopular. Uh, there, there is an original subsect of VTubing audience that prefers the VTuber not face reveal because part of VTubing is often seen as the immersion of it all. I need to pull up my character list so I can sort it by date. So this, by the way, is the list of models like that are currently on the laptop. I have way more than this. These are just the ones that are currently I know like I might use for like an animation or so. So most of these should be from 2026. Yeah, I really like this walk animation. Next, we are gonna grab the Zankou Beach. This one is also a fairly recent one. I find it funny because I have to do both my faces are being tracked, so you can kind of just like you can see with the other one the faces that I'm kind of making while the animation's going on. And the goal is for the camera not to move at all, so that way I can keep perspective. And so when I like switch between the models, it doesn't look weird. Okay, and then this one. I might need to change some of the color of the glitter on this model, but okay. Zankou, and then next one is the leather version. This one's gonna be a little bit harder to see, like when it comes to like the black on black, but that's fine because we're gonna go through a lot of models. Okay, and after the leather one comes zero sum. And I think after this one, we start getting to the vampire ones. There we go. Next is Thorn Bunny. The only issue is my transforming ones that are on a loop. The bunny ears are not fully in shot, but we're just gonna accept that. Because like I'll do other animations paired with this walk. The walk is just what I'm gonna kind of use to like be able to go through a bunch of models really quickly. Up next is the remake of Infestation. This one is from Warframe, based off of the Infested. And then after Infest comes Vamp. The Bloodmancer vampire princess-esque model. My cat wants up, but they're the ones who got down. Yeah. I wish that I had some really good like runway music, some non-copyright and runway music. Like that would be great. I need to find better like music that I can play while streaming. Maybe no money is typically allowed because like a lot of his he clears a lot of his stuff to be used by animators and stuff. Okay, then okay, now we're on Iroi. So this was mid-July, I believe now. We're at a point where I need to start typing in the name so I don't have to search. Okay, yay. This one, obviously an NTE model. We're gonna be probably going through quite a few well, I think the one that comes before this one is probably Shinku. Because I think I made them pretty close to each other. Oh no, next is Fey Red, and then we have two Pal World ones. I used to have to worry about that little like box that's in the bottom, but that's no longer an issue because of the way that I record them now. As you can see, that box doesn't show up in the like actual recording of the video. So like it's perfectly fine. And I like to get my hair animation in there, which is why I keep on doing this. I want to get like that because that's very important to me because it's one of the nicer parts of my models. Oh no, I've lost my space. Okay, up next is Depresso, a Power World model. Isn't that neat? I guess so. I like this one because it's silly. It's also like me doing a small attempt at doing like a fursuit like style body because there's some games coming out in the future that are where you play as animals, and I want to be able to make a model that is more animalistic for those. I mean, this is a fairly good attempt. Same elegance. Yes, I do the Spy Family. And hello, gaming archaeologist. Up next is the cat model, which I also really like. I really like my Power World models. I'm gonna have to find other reasons to use them. Noting that each of these models are only going to get like one step, and then on to the next one. And they're gonna be like transition between mid steps. I just need to make sure I get like a full walk cycle through, so that way I don't have to worry about like not having the content and having to go back through it. Oh, I think the next one is Shroom. Like I said, I want to go back 50. This is another remake that I did because like the previous one had an issue with the hat where the hat would slowly fly away. And I did fix that issue, as you can see with my hat actually staying where it's supposed to. And yes, this hat will be using the similar technology as I will for the upcoming NTE character. So like I luckily already know how to make a big hat. So that is going to become very useful. Okay, and then oh, the next one is a joke model I made for a 7-second video. And it was only there for like a couple of seconds of that. It's the I'm brunette now. Its makeup is a little crazy for this lighting. But once again, it was not meant to like be on camera for very long. Some of my models are designed with very specific lighting in mind, which means that when they're not in that lighting, it gets a little weird. And then cake. This one was supposed to be cake, but ended up being a little different from cake. Ended up more being just like vampiric vibes, which I'm fine with. It's like that is largely my aesthetic as vampire. Like that's like my default aesthetic. You then you saw a bottle drop, sauce bottle drop. Uh, oh, we have another Power World model that I didn't really use very frequently because it was just like a custom model I just kind of put out there just in case I couldn't come up with another thing. So I didn't know what model I might want to base my thing off of. So instead I just took kind of like the outfit I know that the PAL like thing has and just kind of parodied it to like this kind of kitsune-esque vibe. I mean, it still works. Then we have this, which is a variation of the constellation model I made, but they're supposed to have kind of more like a diamond like esque skin that's like scaly. I would zoom in, but if I zoom in, I will have an issue of the fact that the camera needs to not move because if I'm gonna have these all transition with like mid step, that's gonna be very difficult if I move the camera. I really like the constellations that's behind the hair. That's on the underneath part. Supposed to be like a constellation little like map that shifts. And then I have no idea what this one is. Like we're both finding this out. Ah, okay. This is a variation of one of the like uh winged model things I did. You can tell that this model is not meant for this animation, but that's okay. It's like a reptilian version of like my birdie one. I was like, I don't know what this one is. It's like doo, doo, doo. We're almost to Shinku. This should be like the more normal version skin one. Yeah. Uh, Oh yeah, I still love the fact that this model specifically. Yeah, this is birth. Rhoda, you remember? Yes, this was the birthday poison, made because it has like my sun, moon, and rising signs on it. Sun being Cancer, moon being Libra, and then rising being Scorpio. So it has the crab, scorpion, and then the Libra sign that's like on the chest piece. I am surprised you remembered, because I've been referring to it as the constellation model. But yes, this was the birthday one. Let's see. Up next, this one's going to be a little difficult because I kind of want to get both versions of it recorded. So we have to wait for the transition. Although it's going to be hard because the bad part about this catwalk animation is the fact that it does actually shift, like slowly turning the models like to the left. So it might be a little difficult to get both versions. So I could maybe work it. Almost done with the transformation. If I just put this one like closer to the end, it will probably be fine. Yeah, okay. And then after Shinku, We're on to the Pride series of models. First up is my low tick, but we're about on to the Pride series. I think we still have some water themed ones. Because I was gonna play Subnautica, and I did play Subnautica, but it did not hold my attention span because like there is a bit of a slow start to it. But yeah, thank you. This is like a really cool like pink lemonade combination I wanted to do. It also like the hair is pink lemonade, but then the body is based off of the colors from the Pokemon Milotic. Then next is I'm not exactly sure what this one's gonna look like. It says that it's not here, but I know that's a lie. There it is. Oh yeah, this was one of the ones where I'm like, I wanted to try out switching my hair to green for summer and then red for fall, because that was an original thing I used to do. And I didn't like how it came out. Like it's okay, but I don't necessarily love it. And that's where the one I'm using to speak with came from a little bit. Is like, let's actually just go full blue and like water for summer, inspired by the zero summer skin from NTE. Let's see. What is this one gonna look like? That's the real question. There are a few of these where I'm like, I sometimes don't follow a great like naming scheme. Yeah, this one I would have never guessed from its name. It's just called Summer. I think it was like a prototype like that I was working on. Oh, it does have the green hair. Yeah, this was just a prototype. We have lots of variations of this design because it's the main design. This also might be another like this might be another variation of that. I think I exported it a few times. Yeah, this is another variation of the green. I was really trying to figure out like something that worked. And on this one, I put glitter on the underside of the hair. I do kind of like this one more. It's giving kind of druidic, a bit more high fantasy. And I like the red green color combo, that kind of like red leather armor. And then we have the model that came from my hater comments because I was getting like an influx of like comments that were very hateful. And so I made a model based off all of their critiques. And as a fun side note, this did end up becoming one of my most popular models. Ended up in the top 1% of a few different subreddits. I think it might need a slight adjustment to like its thing hitbox on its legs. Okay. Oh, we're on Chaos, which I believe Chaos was July, so now we should be getting to the Pride models. I do really like the body I did for this model. I'm a little curious. Do I have... Oh, it is not set up right. I was gonna like use the like shadow cat, a singular googly eye. Okay. This brings us to the white ink version, which is also watercolor themed. We'll get to like a, I guess right here is gonna be like these upcoming ones, I think should be a lot of rainbows in various forms. Uh, Something that some people miss on this model specifically is these are my hands that I animated. Like I just animated my hands and like kind of did shadow puppets. Oh, just a really cool feature of this model is like that's all my hand. Like hand animation of my hand. Okay, up next, this one's called Curse. I don't know necessarily. It's taking a hot second to load. It's typically uh it's like a holographic and it's supposed to be kind of more ink-like. Well, not ink-like. It's supposed to be I think this one's supposed to be more I forget what the metallic paint is called. But it's supposed to be there's all supposed to be different art mediums. Oh, oil paint, that's what it's supposed to be. We're on to the flying spaghetti monster. The jellyfish variant model. Will take a second to load in. I mean, hey, there's a lot of models. I would never hold it against anyone for not like remembering all of them. I don't think I have both the googly eyes prepared. I only have the one googly eye where it's supposed to be. So it's gonna be without googly eyes this time. But I like this one. It is both camp and silly. And that does bring us to the jellyfish model, which has three variants, but we're just going to use this one because this is the color shifting version. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. I do love that I have two face trackers for this moment. So that way we can have like my narrator be doing the same things. Yay! Okay, I believe next is Pride, which I have a few Pride models, but I think this is a more specifically Pride one. Oh, this is one that I think Ordinary was talking about like last stream. because it does appear red. It's kind of like in this Star Guardian-esque. This is definitely one of my cooler models. Like very one of my more peak designs. And then this one was just me testing out doing a more masculine body. I called it fan service just because like it's supposed to be like mostly just focused on the body. My same face, but just like on a way more male presenting body a bit. And I do like how it looks though. Okay. And then we're on Jiuyuan. We're gonna have a lot of NTE models now because these were like all done very close to each other. Shake. Okay. And then next one is the oil. We are still in Pride Month. And for Pride Month, I do like kind of just having a bunch of models that like have various forms in which rainbows can be seen. And this model is supposed to look very oily. I like the I like this tear makeup I do sometimes. Okay. Next is one of my favorite NTE models I've made because I redesigned their base outfit. Lacrimosa. I feel like I do pigtails very well. My Nitsa model is gonna eat. Okay. And now here's where I start getting really blurry on what they're gonna look like. Except for this one. I know what this one is. Because we're starting to get further back in time. I believe this one was June 29th. Oh no, this one is June 1st. Up next is Chizz from NTE. Well, my version of Chizz from NTE. I never did get the hair loops how I wanted them, but I don't really use Chizz very frequently. So I haven't had too much of a reason to like redesign. But if I did, like, I know how I could fix them, but I have a reason to fix them. Okay, you. Next is Hathor. I believe I use Hathor Fix. I think that was the, yeah. Hathor I had to do 3 times because the first 2 times did not work out too well. The wings that I do are, it's a bit hard for them to handle, like the amount of like shake that's in this walk. But the outfit here is real. I really like the outfit. I would say this is one of my better outfits actually. Specifically like from the shorts up. Okay. I believe Baicang is next. Yeah. We are gonna get to my Hatori, which is also not one of my favorite models, even though I love the character. I did like these butterfly animated like hairband for this one. And I like how it came out. Next is Pearl, which this was like my first kind of like test first summer like outfit. Made because I got a really cool skin in Honor for Kings that was like very pearlescent, and I wanted to just test out doing pearlescent materials too. The contour on this face is a bit harsh. It's giving me Skeletor vibes because it's thinning my face way too much. The materials on the outfit, I like though. Okay, after Pearl, I love this model, and I almost didn't pull the character in Wuwa, but I want to repurpose this design for something a little bit more custom, so that way I can just make it a my outfit situation. But it's Dinia, or at least my version of Dinia. I think it might be different enough. Different enough to be definitely inspired by, but not like not a carbon copy. But yeah, I really like how this one looks. The way that I did the dress and everything. All good. And hey, I just appreciate whenever people can make it. This is definitely like a more informal stream today because like I wasn't sure if I was gonna go live or if I was just gonna like record the animations I needed. But I was like, if I'm gonna go through all of my models, doing this like little walk cycle, I might as well do that live because I don't think I've shown a lot of these models on stream before. And so it's like it's a good way for me to like kind of showcase a lot of them. This one now we're on Hatori, which is like it's a good way for me to showcase a lot of the models that like as quickly as I can Like we're switching pretty frequently, and it's been an hour of this for the most part. I don't mind the dress, but the clocks were just they were an idea. A good idea? I wouldn't say so. But they were an idea. I still want to replace this. Yeah, no, I have a lot of models. That's why I'm like, when someone remembers a specific model, I'm always impressed just because we make a new model weekly, but that is our minimum, not our maximum. Sometimes we will make 7 to 6 models in a week where like say like 3 of them are like recolors or redesigns, but like still we do be pumping them out sometimes. Oh, and this is one that has been my most popular model I've made NTE wise. Daffodil. We do have 3 awakenings on now. Largely considered by quite a few people to be my best like NTE model. Okay. Oh yeah. We have this slight uh updated version of Zero that I did, but like the makeup is giving more Madonna, like very heavy 80s music video. You're gonna start seeing my face change a bit here, I think, as we get further from the current MO. Speaking of that, up next is Paradise, which was I made this model for a pirate game that they played for all of like 10 minutes. And yes, this is the base for that other model. And there's going to be another variation that's the first export of it. Don't know what this one's going to look like. Oh, it's a pearlescent version. A little bit angelic. A little bit angelic with like an unsettling vibe because of the like fiery eyes. I do still want to make an eldritch horror model that has like eyes like all over the eyes all over the wings. And this is the first version. Okay, we skip mushroom. Let's see. I don't remember what this one is, but it was a Valentine's model. Oh no, this is not a Valentine's model. This is Valkyrie. It had VL, so I thought it was Valentine's. This is a Warframe model based off of a Valkyrie skin that a viewer gave me. which means the other one, we get the original ink model now. This model was made from the ink Warframe. It is actually a Warframe model. I just got really creative with the brief. And if you notice, it has the hands too. I don't know what this BW anime is, but it might have been for animation. It might have like more stable jiggle physics, because I'll do that sometimes. If jiggle physics don't fit animation, I will like make an alternate version where like things are more stable. Ah, this one's supposed to kind of just be like a grayscale version. And I changed the color of the top because like the white I felt blended in too much with the skin. And I didn't want to catch a TOS. Yeah, the outfit, those are all hand animations from me. The hands are literally my hands. And then like the stuff coming off the outfit is supposed to be kind of like dripping like ink. Mm, okay, and then we have this one. I don't know what it is. I do know what this one is. You can't tell, but that's because this model is completely black. That's why you couldn't tell what this model is. It was used in that little iPhone-esque like themed video I did where I wanted like a black silhouette of my model. And instead of blacking out the model, I just made a blacked out version of the model. But yeah, no, that one, it's so hard to see it on that background. That's because it's the same color as the background. Oh, we're on Sigrika now. So we're back to Wuthering Waves themed models. I stopped making the Wuthering Waves models before I got the character because I wasn't getting the character as frequently as I used to. Because my gym reservoirs were running up. Oh, this isn't the right one. This one is from late December. Before I had a Warframe model, I just basically made a vampiric coded version of Linnea from Wuthering Waves, where this model uses my Linnea model as a base, and then I overwrite the textures of it. This isn't the one I needed. It's not in the right order. Next is Vampy, not Vampire. But who knows what this one's going. It's the same. Listen, well, it's the same but with darker hair. Oh, it's called Vampy because I was playing a vampire, the game. Sometimes the name is a hint to what I was doing at the time. It should always be that way, but sometimes it's not. Seven Deadly Sins. 7DS. This model is another dual model. It's both Bon and Merlin. As you can see, the model's outfit transforms from Bon to Merlin. This is one of my smoothest transformation models. But we are now in Poison Oak's version 7 territory. We started in version 9. The next is version 10, like as in like the next iteration of my model. But this is version, I believe, 7. Let's see. Next is Maid. I don't know if the dress is gonna be good for this. This was because I was doing my housing stuff in World of Warcraft, but also was made based off of viewers. Like, a viewer suggested that I maybe do a stream where I clean my desktop. That did not happen. I do still need to clean my desktop. I have done it a few times, but not enough. I need to actually fully clean my desktop. Oh, and then when I was house hunting in World of Warcraft, we have realty poison. And this is going to be very 70s, 80s coded, like bright makeup. Because the idea was like very 70s, 80s, like realtor. Of course, this model is meant to be seen in very different lighting, but that's okay. Kind of looks like someone beat it up. The outfit's nice, but I might replace that face. That face is probably going to get replaced. Because I have some better template faces I can replace it with. Next is Milan. Because I made a rogue called Melania Rogue. Or Milan Rogue. Or like Milan Rouge. This one has one of my most popular speed paints. Because the splash art I did for this model is really good. There we go. We are currently, let's see, if this is Milan, we're currently on February 28th. So we haven't even left this year. Night Elf. Same. This one is a Night Elf. based off my druid night elf in World of Warcraft. Yeah. No, I enjoyed house shopping. I enjoyed the realty like model. I'm super excited because there's some enshrouded. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. I don't know if it's gonna be like a 10.0 debut stream for that. I think I don't know when Animo is supposed to come out. I mean, we're watching Gamescom on Tuesday. Speaking of which, almost forgot to say this. Tuesday's stream is going to happen a little bit earlier than normal by about, I think, 30-ish minutes because we're going to be watching Gamescom live and seeing like the different game announcements. We did this last year and they had Miss Piggy, but we're going to do it again this year because I do like seeing what games are coming out. And there's a few games that I'm watching that said that they're going to have an announcement. Up next is, I believe, our 666 subscriber goal reward. That's right. Uh, just like a couple months ago, we were at 666, and now we're almost at 1,000. Uh, duh, duh, duh. There it is. This model features this like kind of demon-esque model with these like snakes in the hair, and then a giant python biting into the chest of it. Our 666 VTuber, like, well, our 666 streamer subscriber goal. I never really feel like I did the 777 one as good as I did this one, which was part of the, like, one with the wings. Like, it looks good standing still, but this one I feel like it's rigged a little better. That brings us to the one of the current versions of our main model. This is version, I want to say, okay, actually this is the version 9 model because it has the snakes in the hair. I was a version off. We're still in version 9 here. Version 8, I have the hairband, and then version 7, my face is a bit different. So we've actually been in version 9 for a while. Normally we like up our model version, like the base one, every like 6 to 3 months. This is the longest I've been on a version for a while. But I really like this version of my model. And then this is the non-shiny version of it, which the design for the snakes in the hair actually came from me doing like a motif of a splash art for version 7. So the version so, sorry, version 8. The version 8 poison oak lasted all of like a week, and then I was like, "Wait, what if I did snakes in the hair?" And then we got version 9 immediately after version 8. I don't know what this other one is. Oh, it's just a less shiny version. For my base model, it gets a lot of different variations of itself because like It's the model that's supposed to represent me. It also gets all of my profile pictures and stuff. So it's always very important that I test out a few variations of how it looks to make sure I vibe with it. I still use the lips on this model as a base for future models, just because I really like the coloring I did. Next is Bun VA. I don't know which version of the bunny model this will be. I don't remember if we did the Thorn Bunny one. Oh, this is the one where I was like experimenting with body shaping. No, I did do it because the ears didn't fit. That's why this one's so busty, is because I was experimenting with reshaping bodies. And then I believe this is a Valentine's model. That other one was also Valentine's model. I just didn't have it labeled as one. A lot more, a lot more going on. Listen, we have to experiment regularly with what we like for like that kind of physics. This was a first attempt at well, like this was like when I started wanting to try to get a more masculine version of my model. Like not necessarily, I don't want like necessarily manly. I still want to keep my feminine elements, but I wanted to experiment with giving myself a little bit less Wamana body. I do find it funny because I call this a male VTuber model, and you have no idea how much drama that caused in the subreddit. Like for like 2 months, this was one of the top posts in that subreddit because people were so mad at me for calling it a male. And friendly fire, I had people with like trans pride flags and like LGBT flags in their username being like, that's not how this model is. And I'm like, actually, as the artist, I do get to decide how the characters I create identify. And just because they don't present in a way that you would identify as this way, I'm letting you know the character is identifying themselves as this. And yet, I still had pushback even from like people who should definitely not be giving me pushback on that. Some of these people who wanted people to respect their pronouns, but were not willing to respect other people's pronouns. Some hypocrisy was entered into the chat. And I hate hypocrisy so much. It's like my biggest pet peeve. Okay. Now, this one is no clue. We're on to another model where I'm not sure what it's going to look like when it pulls up. It's the red version of like the Pride one. This is another Valentine's model. I made 4 Valentine's models. The bunny, that male one, this one, and I think one more. Nope, next model is Sleep, which is from Deadlock. I really like the Deadlock character that carries around a pillow, and so I wanted a model in case I played Deadlock, so I could like match with that. I've not had many models where I let my hair down. So this was also me experimenting with like a different hairstyle. As you can tell, it's before I put the heart on the tongue also. Yeah, no, that's one of my favorite designs I've done is that like very Sailor Scout, Star Guardian like suit. This is my I have another deadlock model, which is Minaha, and this one is from when I was actually playing Deadlock. I have her umbrella dress and everything. Okay, here we have the origination of like what I call like my Sailor Scout slash Star Guardian thing that I kind of just repurposed for my own design, but it's themed off of the character Imyth from Wuthering Waves, but it's definitely very different from Imyth. Like there's definitely the elements of Imyth's outfit, but I changed how each of the elements is designed. You can tell this is before I fixed my normal map. Okay. I don't. This one is called Candy. We're gonna find out what it is together. But it's called Candy. Okay, this is uh version 7 of my model. We're now two versions back from version 9, which is the one that I'm using to speak with. Or this is version actually, yeah, no, version 7 because there's sleeves. And it's called Candy because it's candy colored. Also, trans pride flag colored. I don't know how I keep on doing that on accident. Um, just in case you didn't know, a lot of the times when I have a model that is trans pride colors, I just really like blue, pink, and like half the times it's unintentional. Sometimes, especially during Pride Month, it was intentional. This is one of those times where it just so happens that I made a model of those colors. I one of my favorite color combinations. Like whoever gave out the like different pride flag colors, like did them the biggest solid because like that is an amazing flag. What is this one? Oh, this one is called Angle, and it's based off my favorite drag queen, or one of my favorite drag queens, Willow Pill. It's themed off of their like entrance look, mixed with a little bit of Zara Larson. Like the makeup is Zara Larson, but the shirt is like Willow. I really like the material effect I did on the skirt here, and I do want to do it again. I just haven't picked a design for it to happen. And thank you, Proto. And by the way, thank you so much for continuing to talk. And also, as I'm saying that, thank you everyone who's talked during this stream because like there's been a few times where I was like, I don't know what to say. And then you guys have said something, and then like that makes it easier for me to keep on saying things. So I greatly appreciate it. This is all been it like also to make me better at like talking, doing stuff. We have another model that I have no idea what it's going to look like when it comes up on the screen, which is a risk because some of my models are body bases, so they aren't wearing clothes. Oh, okay. Same model, but just I had the idea for like those spray paint graphic tees at the same time as that angel shirt. So pretty much the same model, just with a different shirt. And then we have Arknight Infield model, Ardelia, because she was my favorite character from the base roster. This is a fairly nice outfit. Ooh, we have one of my more popular VTuber effects is doing clear body parts. And one of my models that demonstrates it the best is Mornier. As it pulls up. Like, parts of the outfit are pretty sloppy, but I don't think I've ever made cooler limbs than these legs. Like, these are definitely the coolest legs I've ever made. And I can do that with every body part. This one's just called Glitter. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Ah, it's a version 7 model. I do really like these sleeves. I go back and forth on whether I like my current sleeves or these sleeves more. You know, I could just make myself larger here, because why not? I have a lot of real estate here that I'm just not utilizing, so yeah, I go back and forth on whether I like these sleeves more or I like these sleeves more. Like these like kind of open bell sleeves. Or if I like the like ones that have like a sleeve over top and then kind of the leaves coming out. Let's see. And then we have the original infested model, which we can skip because we already pulled that out. Linnea. We're gonna stop at uh, the I think this is my Linnea themed model. I have an idea where we're gonna stop. We're almost to where we need to be. Linnea was, it still kind of is one of my favorite 3.0 Wuthering Waves characters. I love rollerblades, and she had them in a very cool way. Let's see. After Linnea, then we have a model I made, and this is my first model I made because I saw a movie, just showing that like I will make a model for any occasion or any reason. It's from the Wicked movie. It's half Elphaba and half Glinda. It is I like it as a concept. I have no reason to use it on stream ever, but I do love it. I just love that I have it. It serves the purpose of making me happy. And sometimes that's all you need. Oh, yeah, so you can tell where we are now because of this next model. This next model will make it very clear. Christmas! This is before I just went full red with my hair. I really like how I did these Christmas lights too. I want to get, oh, okay. The next model, I think, is the last one that we will show here because it has one of my favorite features that I showed on the Mornier model, but this one does it a bit more. Fully translucent body. It's a space. It's like supposed to just have like that cosmic body, like astral projection. Oh yeah, we have this one's from Do at Night Abyss. I have like just a couple more that I want to show. I like how sometimes I act like someone's rushing me, but it's just me. This is Fina from Do at Night Abyss. This is before I nailed down how I like to do my eyeshadow now. And also my eye shape changed. And then pink. Yeah, because this is gonna have a. I was looking at this model earlier and I remembered it fondly. I don't really like how it looks now. Like it's okay. But I would want to remake this. Just with my updated textures. To I want to get to the aquarium. But I don't see. I think I might have passed it. So I can just pull it up. It should be here. This model, as said, is an aquarium. Its body has fish swimming around in it. This was another one that got me into the top 1% of a few subreddits. I'm gonna turn off the bloom for it. Okay, reset. But yeah, I think I have no idea how many that's going back. But a lot of these are like ones that weren't on the last one. Uh,
Where's the ROS 0.1 test model?
ooh, is that one even in here? I can check. I'll pull up Alice. Here it is. I found Raz. I think this is my favorite Halloween outfit though from last time. I like this one and the spider one. The succubus model will get remade. After I click through these spook models, I'll see if I have Raz on here. But I don't know if I have him saved in here. And then cat. Okay. Let's see if we have Raz. This is not Raz. I just clicked on accident when I was clicking on my search bar. This one's Arsenic Witch. Okay. Raz. No results found. I do not have Raz saved in the character folder here. This model's back when I wasn't doing like the such pronounced things.
Bras. It's my own fault, really.
Same. To be fair, part of the thing that I've been waiting to like do like your 1.0, because I'd say we're in like we've done some like test Raz models, but waiting for me to be a little bit better at male outfits and bodies. I would say not in the face because like I know I'm a heavy makeup person and other people are not. But the body for this one is pretty close. I can now move the camera because we've done for the most part all of the recording of the walking that we need. And yes, that did take over an hour to record that many models. And no, that is not even half of the amount of models that I have. Not even close. Not even close to half the amount of models. We didn't get to Augusta, Belova, uh, Cantarella, like all of my other Worth and Waves models. Like, there's so many more. But this body's like okay. Oh, this might be a better example. This one doesn't have as much.
Poison has forgotten everything. Everything except breathing and model making.
Same. I really like this body for like a chest. I need to like maybe not round that out so much, but I'm working on being better at making like a male chest area because I do like larger pecs. I do kind of like the larger pecs. And I don't care what the subreddit says. If you're not flexing your pecs, they do jiggle. That's hard news for some of the subreddit people. They denied it up and down that when you have large pecs that they jiggle. They're like, no, they're stiff and firm. I'm like, that's only because the guys you've seen have been flexing their pecs. That's not what muscle does at rest. It's like, look up a guy running on a treadmill and tell me that it stays still. Like, the way that people are trying to gaslight me into the fact that pecs don't move, like, at all. Like, granted, sometimes I make them move too much. But that being said, they aren't like stone. Flexed muscle is not the same as muscle at rest. No matter how much you want it to be, deep, like it's one of the things that like sometimes guys who work out a lot get like a bad rap of like not necessarily being that comfortable to like cuddle with. But that being said, like if they're not flexing while you're laying on them, really not that hard. Sometimes abs are, but like chest wise, nah. It can be a bit squishy. Just look up the cosplayer, Major Pectoralis. Don't ask why I know that cosplayer. It's my own business as an adult. Uh, I guess I'm gonna do my dailies on NTE after I pee real fast. So, real fast, I'm gonna just, you know what? In the spirit of showing my older models, I'm actually gonna use my BRB screen for once, even though I'm literally just going pee. Look at those older models. They don't know they've been replaced. I'm coming back. I want you all to know I am be right here. I'm coming back. Do. I've made it back to my desk. And now I'm here right now. Yeah. 'Cause fame is a gun and I point it blind. Passion burn, swallow your pride. You've got a taste for the glamorous life. I've got a taste for the glamorous life. The glamorous. Ooh, the floss, yeah. G-L-A. I don't spell. U-R-S. Glamorous. I don't know how to spell it. Glamorous. It probably has a correct spelling. Glamorous. Oh yeah, I need to switch my category on Twitch to like NTE. I got money in the bank. I got ba da 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 do 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 do. But yeah, we're gonna be watching the Gamescom live stream on Tuesday, which starts 8 p.m. EST, I believe, 2 p.m. PDT. They have a pre-show that starts at like way earlier, but we won't be watching the. I don't think we'll watch the pre-show unless we go live, like say 7:30 ish, and we'll be like talking while the pre-show's going on behind us. But for the most part, we're gonna be there to watch the game announcements because there's a few games that are supposed to have announcements for that. Animo is one of them, and I'm hoping that we get the solid release date. I've seen. Does Animo have a release date? Actually, September 16th. Okay, unless they release it early. And thank you, Proto, by the way. Uh, I can close my other face tracker now. I almost knocked over my coffee mug thing. Never miss. Never miss. Hit or miss. I bet he don't kiss ya. You got a boyfriend, but I bet he doesn't kiss ya. I am master parody of lyrics. I have approximate knowledge of many lyrics. I am aware of their existence. I am not aware of their content. I keep on getting one stuck in my head. Uh, that's Nico lyrics, and a lot of her lyrics I am not technically supposed to say on stream unless I have it age rated for mature. I think I can do like, I want my boyfriends to kiss, lock lips. That if you love me, prove it. No, I don't actually remember. I want my boyfriends to kiss, lock lips. Boys, don't fight over me. Go do the mature thing. Make out, hug each other. But there's more to it. Again, approximate knowledge of many lyrics. Uh, Live scene. Stupid boy, think that I need him. I know you think about me in the shower. Pornhub on the browser. Think about the power. I'm Big Boss Bowser. I know you're thinking about me when I come through the speaker. Knees getting weaker. Cut him down cedar. I'm sweet, then I'm sour. Oh, it's I'm sweet, then I'm sour, Big Boss Bowser. I'm dyslexic. So if I'm trying to do lyrics off the top of my head, sometimes they come out of order. Except for like certain songs that I like sang a lot, like don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? Me and you in awkward silence. Don't you dare look at me that way. I don't need reminders of how you don't feel the same. 'Cause when I talk to you, a cupid walks right through. I don't have the boat, so I took Chaos and I put his 2 teleport nodes in these 2 like little water locations. And then I can do this for the boxes.
All in one go.
Then like if there's boxes over here, I can break them that way too. I also put a teleport node here because this is a fishing location. So if this spot is ever the hot spot to fish, I wanted to be able to teleport to it. One more wish. One more wish. I need to be the one who wishes now. I don't think my thing moved at all. Oh, because weekly experience point limit met. That makes sense. Minimize stuff that's on my other screen. There we go. I'm still, I guess I'm gonna be searching still for a center console piece for Daffodil. Especially seeing how I might be, because the Raven or Crow Girl is coming after Linko. I'm probably gonna skip Linko, especially because I just like adult characters more for one. I mean like adult characters. Like Linko, I think is pretty clearly an adult, just smaller framed. But like the Raven slash Crow Girl, she's definitely adult. She's, or I should say, Raven slash Crow woman. She's definitely an adult, and I like those. Like I like my Hatori, my drunk wine mom, Chaos, like Zankou, Daffodil. I like that age group the most. Kind of like giving almost post college age. 25 plus. I would say like Shinku is pretty close to that too. Like she could possibly be like the 21 to 18 ish, or 24. Okay. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna teleport to this and try once again to get good chaos center console pieces. Because I have good pieces for every other console except for chaos. But that's partially because like when they did the double like stamp like reward thing, that's when I farmed for those. Though you'd think I would have gotten good chaos ones when I was getting the Cosmo ones.
Did you need to let me take a close
Oop.
Blocking out.
Cycle intensity. That's a double crit rate at least. I like this one, this cycle intensity, because it's double cycle intensity. And there is a chance that I want someone with heavy cycle. You know what? I'm gonna switch my model at least to be like one of my NTE ones. Just because we haven't gotten to show like this model up close. So I've been doing the like quadruple streams where I show like multiple models on stream at the same time. I might do like 2 at a time at some point, like put them on either side of the screen. We have some setups we can try and test. Whee! It's like while I'm moving this over to the side. Formation. Select. Apparently, I do think I accidentally got rid of a center console piece that would have worked for Daffodil. I didn't realize that her main stat she wanted was break intensity. But now I do. I didn't know that like she actually scaled off of it. I was just lazily building everyone for crit.
No mercy.
But now that I have 3 awakenings on her, it would be a good idea for me to build them better. Break intensity! The other substats. Awful. For break intensity. I still haven't gotten a good one. Whoops. That's a wide miss.
It's gone.
Anima. We can just trash that. I'm still worried that one day there's going to be someone who scales off defense. So when I get a double like of the same stat, I kind of want to keep one of each. Like if it has varying stats, I don't care about those. But if it has like, say, break intensity, cycle, crit, like I want to keep them just in case there's a character that specifically scales off that stat.
Today, Lacrimosa had a good dream.
Okay, we're gonna go to... We're just gonna go ahead and like get those pieces. 2 stacks are the ones that I'm looking at the most. Like 2 vertical. These. This is perfect for Daffodil. That one also might be really good for Daffodil because of crit and break intensity. I'm looking for like 3 stats for Daffodil. Crit rate, crit damage, and break intensity. In reverse order. Break intensity most important, crit rate, then crit damage. But like if it has those 2 stats, then it's like an immediate go ahead and put that with Daffodil. Just one. I want, for me to lock it in, it needs to have the 3. Like those are some good ones, just not necessarily the best. And I do just rely on getting them randomly and like not necessarily farming for specific ones. Because I'm like, until I have perfect ones for every shape, like getting them all is just as important. This is a really important one, not for Daffodil, but for someone else, because it's crit rate, crit damage. I have a lot of good ones of these. Well, I know I can get a lot of break intensity for Daffodil. This one has the 3, but I don't think Daffodil needs this shape. Because it has, this is actually a really strong one. Damage, crit rate, break intensity. And I like to lock them in just because, like, I don't want to lose them. Okay. Backpack. I would like to go to this. Console dismantle. I'm gonna first dismantle all the ones that are a lower rarity. So like A or less. And turn those into EXP. Quick select. Like all discarded ones. These I want rewind material. Yes. Because those I can re-roll into better things.
Today, Lacrimosa had a good dream. Woke up happy too. But can't remember what the dream was about.
Another perfect one for Daffodil. I got a lot of really good ones. Not all amazing for Daff, but if I remember correctly, yeah, I'm looking for her to get a crit rate, crit damage. Like this one's better than what she's currently using because she does benefit from cycle intensity, because the amount of time she can cast Scorch. And that's what I'm kind of using her for right now, is her Scorch. This is trash. I have better ones now. Don't think we're gonna get a healing. I don't necessarily want to use this one for Daffodil, but I do think it might be my best bet. If I want to try building her straight for break damage. Which it says that break damage is their most important stat. Like the guides at least. Don't know how exactly much that works in their favor, but okay. Press to expand. I want crit, dupe, dupe, and break intensity, and I'm sure I can find some of these. They already have some of them equipped. Yeah, we'll use this one. And then looks like most of their other ones also have break damage on them. Up to the left. I might take this off Shinku. And then just replace Shinku's, because Shinku doesn't need break intensity as much. Yeah. And now she has almost all break intensity ones. Hello, Ordinary. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Okay. No, yeah, because I got her third awakening, which makes me want to build her a little bit better. Let's see. Oh yeah, Shinku. I took away one of her console pieces, so I need to replace it. And for them, we're just gonna do these two. They're not as dependent as, say, some other characters who build off a singular primary stat are. Nothing much. We are currently building out our Shinku, no, not our Shinku team. We're currently building out, it's not correct. There we go. We're currently building out our other characters that we have, Specifically, I'm wanting to get better things on Lacrimosa and Daffodil. Daffodil because um we got better things recently for them. So like because we have 3 awakenings on them, I want to make sure that they're built better. Because with having multiple awakenings on them, I feel like investing in them might be a little bit more worth it. I am so it does look like it turns your max from 10 to 11. I was wondering if that did it. Because I was wondering what happened, say if I had a level 10 basic attack and then I used and then I got like a third copy of them. I am curious to see what the difference between level 10 and level 11 are. Like, what is the stat difference between a character that has enough awakening to like unlock level 11 is? I think Daffodil. I can't remember if she's based off her skill or her ultimate. I think these are for Phantom Step. 1 additional break of insight, Phantom Step. Same. Thank you, Z-Man. You don't know how much I was about to like go to my university, well, like my former university, march straight into the math department, speak to my old calculus professor who hated me, and be like, hey, I know we've never gotten along before, but if you could mind telling me what the difference between 10 and 11 is, I will re-enroll in your class and I won't try to make your life miserable. This time. Same. An awakening unit. Wait, is that an Esper ability units? Counting or not counting gang Espers? Okay. Listen, we both didn't like each other by a great amount. Like we were civil in a sense that like again, he never really did anything reportable. Like we just didn't like each other. Like sometimes you'll meet people in life and you just won't like them. That was what that situation was. Is I met someone in life that I just did not like. I'm curious if I could rearrange this better to have more 3 pieces. I think these all already have crit rate, crit damage. They don't. Same. Go to which support skill? This? Yeah. Sleep in? Did you not know to get it? Oh, there's a 4th slot. There is a 4th slot. I wonder what that is. I know they haven't filled out these traits yet. but some of the traits aren't filled in. Maybe it's for future. Maybe it's for future. Like maybe there's a mechanic coming up, like say in 2.0 or something that's gonna use it. Or maybe people will be able to like equip different things. Or it could be for some characters might have something there and others don't. Same. It was calculus. I'm good at statistics. I'm not great at calculus. So like, I was never gonna have a good time in this class. Because sometimes math is hard. And in their class, math was always hard. I think. As to expand, I would like 3. Because I feel like I can do something here that will make this a lot better. Like I can get more things in here. Quick add. Like this arrangement might work really well for me. I could also do like 2 3 verticals. I don't see another 3 vertical. I could do not that. That works. I go back and forth between whether it's better to have another 3-piece in there and 1 blank spot. So that way I can get like say extra 10% chaos damage and Lacrimosas instance. Or if it would be better to have 2 1-pieces. Like, is it better to have 2 1s or an extra 3? Because filling up all the slots doesn't give you like an extra bonus. And the most this can give, I think, to attack is like a 5% bonus to one of these stats. Or 4% bonus to say like crit rate. I don't know if that's worth it. My Lacrimose has 93% crit rate and 90% crit damage with cycle intensity. Not a very good cycle intensity.
What do you want?
This is a dumb thing on my end, but during math exams, there was a question about water running through a pipe. Apparently, we were supposed to calculate the area, assuming the water filled up the pipe. You want to know one better? On one of my calculus tests, my TA was like, hey, even if you don't know the answer, just put anything down so I can give you credit for like putting something down for the problem. And I drew a picture of a ship sinking. Like, well, I put something down. Because I had no idea how to do the problem. I have an A in every college level course except calculus. I have a C in calculus. But you know what? C stands for calculus, so maybe that's just my A in English speaking. You know, I don't know if you get extra credit. I was about to say, I don't know if you get extra credit for doing extra work, or if you get less credit because you didn't answer the proper question. So the answer to that would be, depending on how crit rate is calculated in the game. If the crit rate has a standard buff to it, say like it's automatically double and then the crit damage just adds to the percentage, then it would be better to have 200% crit rate and 1% crit damage. However, if there's no base increase to the crit rate, like if critting doesn't naturally do something, then 1% crit rate is better with 200% crit damage, just because technically if there's not anything else that gets added from the 200%, then the critting doesn't matter. I tend to try to just get both the numbers as high as possible. Even though that's not necessarily the advisable, typically you want at least like 70% crit rate, and after that, like, not worry about it as much. But the way that you build an NTE where like console pieces can have both stats, I just try to have all my console pieces have both stats.
Today, Lacrimosa had a
Let's see,
good
does it
dream.
say on it?
Woke up happy too.
It doesn't say how crit rate is
Can't
and crit
remember
damage is
what the
calculated
dream.
there. Let's see. Index. I don't know if it says it anywhere on how it's calculated. Uh, yeah, I don't see. But there are some characters who get guaranteed crits. So, 200% crit damage, say for a Scorch team, actually is probably the preferable method, specifically because Scorch automatically has a 50% crit rate, uh, like regardless of who's using it. So 200% crit damage is more valuable because you're gonna replace your 1% crit rate with the 50% crit rate. So a lot of it does also depend on the character, because some characters have built-in things that affect crit rate. And Zankou, per se, I'm pretty sure they affect crit damage by themselves too. This resets in 2 days. Oh, did I do my, like, 3 claims? I did. Actually, I'm not sure if that means I have 0 claims, or if that means I've claimed. Like, if I have 3 claims to claim, or if that means I've claimed 0. I'll just do a run of this one, just in case. Okay, I'm pretty sure this means that I have 0 that I can claim. Yay, okay. Yes. I will also say, NTE is kind of a war of attrition sometimes. So, like, the low crit rate, either way, that's bad, like stats. Unless specifically you're going for, like, something that has a guaranteed crit on it. I know I need to get more buttons, because I think the only way I can farm fawns right now is through the button shop. I'm so excited for things to reset.
Welcome to the witch's house. Lost souls cling to you. Allow me to grant them peace.
Submit.
Greetings. Welcome to the widget. Your path ahead is
Break intensity. Okay. I want to fight something with Daffodil and see how much damage she does. Because now she has really high break intensity.
I'm ready.
Or at least decently high. Yeah, break intensity is 420. Break intensity, enhance the break damage. Break damage is calculated for a whole team, but each character's break intensity affects only their own contribution. Current character's break damage is 140%. And I believe there might be a vending machine up here I can attack. I don't see a vending machine. But there is a thing over here. Right behind the flower shop. Oh, where's the lockers? Did I pass it? There they are. Well, once they break it, does a lot of damage.
No mercy. What you see is an illusion.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage for the break. So, that's a bit better. They'll need better Chaos Center console pieces, though. So I guess I'm gonna still be farming that tomorrow, too. At least I have the next stage of the bus, I believe. Not tomorrow, but in like 2 days. And then City Stamina will refill, giving me an excuse to volleyball. Yeah. I want to test the break against something a little bit more meaty. I want to also see if I can't have that new starting animation possibly done by Tuesday. That or finish it on Wednesday.
It's you. Stay there. Forgot to dodge.
What's your step? Target locked. Nowhere to hide.
I want to see. Yeah, once they get to 0, like, but it takes me so long to get their breakdown. I guess I would need to do Discord or something, like a Discord team with that. So like swap out, I guess Sagiri for Fadia. Yeah, I guess that's what I would do. Because Lacrimosa can make Fadia predictably trigger Nova. And I could use switching onto Lacrimosa from the other two to also do it predictably. I took a lot of damage doing that. But hey, break actually, like, I now understand how the break works. And that's a pretty, like, sizable chunk. I also could do Lacrimosa, Zankou, this Daffodil, and then do Hatori so I could recast everything. For like looped Discord and extra breakage. And that would also have some pretty fun characters to play as on it. I am looking forward to Animo coming out though on the 16th. That'll help give me another thing to do while I wait for Blackbird the Witch to come to NTE. I know I still have some anomaly things I can do in this area too. And after I got the boat over to the like ocean, I don't feel as much of a like need to pull the speedboat. I still want to pull, so I was gonna use possibly Anulith to do one of my like blind box pulls, but I think instead I'm going to only use fonts for this. And then I'll use and save my Anulith for Blackbird. Once I can guarantee Blackbird, then I will like maybe pull a little bit on Linko, but not until I can confirm I can get Blackbird. Which, if we go to this, let's see, how many wishes do I have? 28. That's 15. So 29. Well, I have to do 15 plus 14 is 29. 29 times 2 is 58. I have 58 towards pity. So we're getting close to being able to. Let's see. So I need to get like probably to like the 100 mark in order to start safely whistling on Linko and make sure I can maintain the amount I need for Blackbird. But then if Akane's also coming, then I'm gonna want to have enough for both of them. And I don't want to have to rely on an early pull for Blackbird to ensure both. And this is how I always end up having enough Amulet. I calculate the amount that I'm gonna need, the characters I want.
Just like old times, sister.
I definitely want a better psychic character. Because once I get a really good psychic character, then my bottom row is set. Because I have Zankou for Incantation, Lacrimosa for Chaos. I'm just missing a good psychic. didn't realize that was a pop-up thing. But we've done it. But yeah, no, I took the boat from here and pulled it all the way down here using a little crane system. But yeah, the only other way I can think to farm any more phones would be just do the buttons. Even then, I debate if like I would maybe want to save my phones for possibly the next blind box. Because I really want zero skin. But the next blind box might have even cooler stuff in it. I think we're likely to see another seafaring thing. Only because there's the boat salesperson who has no inventory that's at the beach. He's probably gonna have inventory at some point. I haven't turned like any quests in. Let me just go ahead and teleport higher up. I don't remember what like I was told would be a good farm. What was that sleepy noise?
All in one go.
I don't think this is the way I'm supposed to go. I don't either. Oh, it is. Never mind. Oh yeah, last time I was here, I got knocked off this space. I got to the end of this like area, and then I got knocked off. Totally forgot. Something like knocked me off the edge of the like bridge. I need to remember when that was. That would be a funny clip. I think it was like the day before patch.
Let's finish this.
Because I haven't played in there since patch. I think this is my first time coming back to it since the patch happened. I will say I still have the awkwardness of like how my level of gear that I'm dropping is constantly higher than the level that I am. I'm never able to actually upgrade my gear actively. think 100 is the max level. I'm not sure. But I should be close to like getting there. Once I can do that, then I'll be good because like I'm at a point where like leveling is actually like not as fun. I just want to be the level that like I need to be to like use all my gear. Like level 88. Okay, yeah. No, but all the stuff that is dropping for me is 95. I'm using like outdated gear just because I can't get anything that's up to date with what level I'm at. Because I'm always fighting things higher than my level.
Let's finish this.
Oop. But yeah, this is about where something knocked me off the edge.
Everyone, let's all crawl back into Balu's belly. Can you keep up with the wave?
Fate, splinter, and fracture.
Oh no, it was at the end of this that I got knocked off. I'm just gonna run through. Oh, it almost happened again.
All heroes on my command. Fun in your dreams. Nightmare.
Let's finish this.
I just need to not use any of my abilities that make me jump. I say as I do an ability that makes me jump.
Fate, splinter, and fracture.
It's okay.
Time for a nightmare.
There we go. Level 90, but I have to be 95 to be able to use the gear that I have on me. I'm gonna assume I have to go up for this chest. I don't know. I do for the campfire at least. Roll. Never roll high on that. Identify? Oh, what's this? Level 100. Settle all white flame damage on the target immediately when Shinku casts her ultimate. That's neat. Salvage. I would like to see everything that is below 70. Oh. Cycle. I'm gonna be really mad if I get knocked off.
Don't get dragged in.
Hey, level up. I didn't get to do my ult last time.
It's super scary inside my dreams. Let's finish this. Here comes the whirlwind.
Oh my god. I felt the world. It's not fully from scratch. I was so close to the edge. I held my breath there for a second.
Time for a nightmare. Everyone, let's all crawl back into Bottom's belly. Let's finish this. Here it is. Wakey, wakey. Here comes the whirlwind. Time for a nightmare. It's super
We're gonna play as carefully as possible to not get anywhere close to the edge now.
play, then break. Hey, splinter and fracture.
That's why I'm staying close to the staircase.
Wakey, wakey. Have fun in your dreams.
Okay, please land.
Let's finish this. Keep up with the wind. Time for a nightmare.
That's it, I'm not dropping down from here. $91. Yeah, I just fell through like that hole right there. That's obnoxious. Just need to get to the next campfire. At least I can't fall down here. If I do, it's just downstairs. I don't have to worry that much. It's not gonna reset the fight.
Here comes the whirlwind.
Yay! I hit both. Yeah. One day I'll get a good roll here. Is there a campfire up here? I'm not getting close to that edge. What do you need? I want to cry out, but I can't do that now. 90. Sure, why not? I'm guessing it's this way? I'm just assuming this is the way that they want to go. No clue if they actually want to go this way. It's the way I was going. All I know is Shinku's ult is off limits up here. It actually worked really well. Yeah, it works really well to use Mint to pull them in like that, and then the Irori's like pull-in ability. $93. Yes. Yes, I can in just a second. I think there's a thing up here. I think there's like a checkpoint up here. Sometimes this mode freezes on me, so I want to make sure I get through it really fast before it like freezes, and I have to restart my progress. Oh, nice. Yeah, I did think that it was accurate when people said she was gonna be Lakasha. I am wondering what her kit is going to look like though. That's the thing I'm most curious about. Yeah, no, Seely's predictions were right, which is funny because like there's been quite a few times this there's been quite a few times like the past like 2 patches where we haven't exactly had the most accurate information. So it's I am surprised to see that they were all right. Sorry, I'm late. I got caught up hanging drying spider webs. Are you getting ready for Halloween? Or unrelated? Oh. They finished theirs? I need the fireplace. Which I believe is coming up. Right? But how are you doing, Courtyard? Yeah, no, I'm gonna see it. I just gotta get to the resting point of the fireplace. Because you know that sometimes for me, like, my game will freeze in this instance. So to make sure that I can just get back to the fireplace. I need to make sure that I actually get to the fireplace so I can just teleport to it. I should almost be through with this. On the bright side, I'm almost to level 95. Which is where a lot of my gear is, like, in my inventory. So I'll actually be able to build my characters. I do hope they add more characters to this. So that way you're not just limited to these four. That. And then this. I don't think I have to really worry about the poison. Which way is the... Oh, it's this way. Okay. Yeah, no, Linko's... I'm pretty much gonna be ignoring Linko also. Because I want Blackbird and Akane. And I want to make sure that I can guarantee them both. I don't think I'll be able to guarantee both their weapons, but Blackbird's my priority. Fireplace here? Where's fireplace? There it is. Okay. Purchase. Purchase. Okay. Let's see. Now if I have to like teleport back here, it's not an issue. I will go to this. NTE. NTE Global. I assume it's on shorts. So, my prediction for this character. They have a theory about how they're gonna work based off of like how other characters work that are in the element system, which I can't see the element system here. Keep that up. Yeah, I think I can just head. Oh, the chest is here. I'm gonna. Well, I think she's gonna work off Stain and Nova. Future type damage. You might be able to like make someone stacks all trigger at once. Similar to like how Zankou is supposed to work slightly vertically, utilizing Hex and utilizing Hex and Scorch.
Let's finish this.
Yep. See you later. Yeah, no, yeah. And then we're gonna do our stream early Tuesday, but only like by like 30ish minutes for Gamescom.
Have fun in your dreams.
And we're almost done here. By the way, don't forget to like the video. There we go. Why can't I leave? Round 2.
Super scary inside my dreams. Fate splinter and fracture.
Oh, that's 95. Are they gonna rise again? How many times are these guys gonna get back up? Or is it just infinite? It's starting to think these are infinitely getting up.
Have fun in your dreams. Nightmares. All in one go. Take this.
There we go. Am I moving again? Identify. Level 10. I don't see the other chest. I'm guessing it's up higher. C. Okay. I know we're looking for a white flame. Equip. Okay, I need one more thing of white flame. Field Striker. Marks Eclipse detonating mark. Just gonna build Field Striker as long as I have all of the things for it. Okay. Wait. Light Flame. Increase all ally damage. Convert Crimson Flame inflicted by wearer to White Flame. White Flame. Prevent wearer Crimson Flame from disappearing. Yeah, looks like I might have to just use that. Just because I have a full set of it. I don't think I have another White Flame one. Oh, here's one. So Final Flame. Crimson Flame. Crimson Flame. Falling Star. Cloud Break. I'm just gonna go for anything that I can like get a full set of. Yeah, because I don't think I'm not seeing anything where like a White Flame situation for her. Main character. He swears defense by 5 seconds. HP is below 50%. we're just gonna equip the higher level stuff. Leave the wearer at 1 HP, causes them to feign death. When they take final hit, while feign death, the character cannot switch in. While in feign death, leaves the character wearer at 1 HP, causes them to feign death when they take a fatal hit. While feigned death character cannot be switched in, if the wearer is only surviving member, they collapse and cannot move, then recover 30% HP. Well, that's interesting, though. But not what I want to go with. If I could, I would equip that, but I can't. And I'll just do that. Here's how hard this hits now. Is there anything in here that I can fight? There is!
Let's finish this.
No, that seemed to hit hard. At least it visually hit hard. Yeah, this is making it a lot easier.
Let's finish this.
I do think a lot of their augments work with like their ult. I think you can just get rid of all of the stuff that's this level or lower. Yeah, I have plenty I can get rid of. Don't really care to like scrap it because I don't think there's anything I can use that like gold currency on really. I have so much of it. Whoop. It left without me. Oh, there's a lot of chests in here. I think that's all. Yeah, I got all the chests. I just gotta get this to come back down. Is it gonna come back down? Did I break it? Oh, here it comes. Yay. I did kind of break it though, technically. It would be so annoying if you clicked on that during the fight. Spin. But yeah, I have a feeling Blackbird will like affect Nova damage, either in a way that makes it burst or like can trigger like all the stacks of like a debuff or something. It seems like something a character that like has future based lore would do, is to make the future now. What's this? Oh, that's the one. 105. That's fine. Oh, wait, is it? That was a pretty heavy hit.
Have fun in your dreams. Nightmares. Excited? Fight hero!
I just need to die.
Let's finish this. All kiddos on my command.
If we could not just fight in the corner the entire time, that'd be great. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, the music kicked in. I lost her. She's dead. Need to like keep on laying into him as much as I can. I didn't even know when Shinku died. I think this gets in. Yeah. Yay! Looks like I didn't really get many good things from him. At least got 2 of these. How dare poison? That's supposed to be my thing. We did it. Escape. Achievements. Okay. Keeper. Now I can see the thing I wanted to. Escape. So first, let's get rid of this notification. Okay. Before I forget, I'm just gonna transfer all of these buttons into pawns, because that's the resource I need right now. That gave me 130,000. That's not terrible. I don't know when the pink paw is supposed to reset. Resets in 7 days. Okay. Formation. I'm gonna switch Sagiri out. For you, 'cause I just want to see this real fast. Scorch, Sustain. Increase target's psychic and Lakasha damage by 20%. 12 seconds after. I'm thinking that Blackbird is either going to have something to do with triggering debuffs on a character, or they're going to have something to do with extending timers. So like their buff, like any buffs that are active, they get to extend them, and any debuffs that are active, like Scorch, they get to reset their time back to the max time. So it's either going to be like something like trigger things or extend things. And I do think they're going to have the role of sub DPS. Specifically because, like, it seems like they want possibly to have a DPS in every element role. And right now we have Fadia, who's kind of arguably in the support category, especially with her heal passive. So I think Blackbird is going to be main or sub DPS. Or possibly a support style similar to Iroi or Linko. Because that side of the thing has, they have Hathor and they have Chaos and Fadia. But they do have like a pretty strong support psychic, I believe. Yeah, this is one of the strongest support psychics, so this is one of the other, right, I would almost say. I'm sure that they're gonna be sub DPS. Seeing how Haniel's already one of the bigger, best buffers in the game. Increase team's crit damage by 12%. I do want to build all of the music-based people. So I guess Haniel, and then Ariel. Oh, you know what? Okay. I definitely think Akane is going to go for Stain because the people lore-wise that are with Akane seem to be largely in Psychic. Because we have Haniel, Ariel, who are both there, and we also have close interactions. So something more slash Stain, but I definitely think Stain is going to play a part in Akane's role, which makes me think that Akane is going to be a support buffer. Which makes sense for like a music style character. So yeah, I wouldn't mind having Blackbird help me get Discord off more frequently. My Lacrimosa already is fairly good at doing it, but it would be nice to have another character that, like, makes it a little bit easier. I don't think anyone else has
What do you want? If you're that free,
a thing that, like, makes them get their support thing out fast. Feast, ultimate energy, increase devour, deals extra damage, extends immovable effect. Okay. Yeah, so I guess we'll probably do volleyball tomorrow, because my city stamina will reset. Yeah. And they'll probably also be able to do a poll on this. Yeah, volleyball, city stamina. And yeah. Okay, me close up time. Hi, I'm Poison, and I'd like to take this moment to say thank you to everyone who's come by today. I greatly appreciate you. Today we went through and showed like, I think 50-ish or so models. I'm not exactly sure the number, but we showed a lot of models. I'm gonna go and edit some stuff together, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now, and yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I hope you have sweet dreams or a good meal time or a wonderful day at work slash school. Anyways, depending on your time zone, I hope whatever you're doing is going well. And good night to you too, Proto. Bye for now, and see you next time, which is tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. EST, also known as UTC -5. Bye.